Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Rob Richards and with me is the dual adjustable pulley, otherwise known as a cable crossover. Now this is one of the most versatile machines out there and it really does allow you to literally hit every major muscle group on your body. But not just that, it means that you can work key muscle groups and then almost instantly switch over and work a different muscle group, meaning you get a great complete workout in minimal time and put maximum effort out there. So today I want to break down just a few of the many exercises that we can do making use of all of the attachments. Starting off with checking out the machine. So we can see we've got two dual closed system cables here. What that means is each side is independent from the other. So if somebody's working on this side and maybe someone else is doing a different exercise over here, just as an example, they're not related. Now, what this means is we can really isolate each side of the body when performing an exercise such as a chest fly or a press. For example, we've got two handles set to the position here and we can change the height of all of the pulleys, which I'm going to show you later on just how beneficial that is. If I step forwards, go into a chest fly, now each arm is working independently. What I mean by that is my left arm isn't connected to the same pulley as the right, so I can have different weights for different exercises. So we all know this one, the cable chest fly. But by changing the height of these pulleys, we can perform the same movement, working that muscle from different angles. And that's a key word when it comes to exercise in general, but especially this dual cable pulley, is variation and angles. So let's take a look at that. I'm gonna drop this down, match the height here. And what I'll do is take off these handles and make use of another attachment. So I mentioned the key benefit is that you can change exercise to exercise really quickly. And now we're gonna go into kind of a dual cable step lunge. So people think we can't train legs with this. I'll show you that we can. We're gonna hold the bar up by our chest. We're gonna step forwards and lunge down. And step back and repeat. Now, if we really wanted to, we could take this over, step back, so we've got as much height as we can. We can lower down into a squat. We can even lower the cable pulleys based on how deep into that squat you want to go. Tons of variation. Just as I say that, I'll go straight into a shoulder press. Much more of a compound type movement here, meaning we're working a joint across more than one particular joint. So with our shoulder press, we've got the shoulder joint and the elbow joint there, as opposed to an isolation, which might be an arm curl, which is what we'll move on to next. So, as I'm taking this off, I'm gonna lower the weight down here. You can see from 10 to 200 pounds. So that's about a 400-pound total weight capacity. If your goal is strength, muscle building, obviously fat loss, general health and wellness, you have a full stack of different weights to be able to meet those training goals. Check this one out, the abdominals. We've only got the bar attached to one side. I'm gonna keep my arm straight here, and then I can kind of go into this warrior lunge. Great for the obliques. Working all my core, and the legs in there as well. So much more versatility than you would probably get from a machine, or at least many machines, whereas here, we're only making use of this one. Got our rope attachment here. I'm gonna lower this all the way down. I'm gonna keep it a fairly lightweight. See, with this, we're still working in just only the first few weight plates here, which go up in increments of 10. So, I'm sure we all know this one. Cable curl for the bicep. but just from having that cable pulley set to the lower position, opens up a whole realm of different exercises, such as this one. We can take it into a tricep extension. Turn it around, perform a back row. This, which is an ankle strap, you can lock it around, fix it in, attach it, and then work all sort of leg movements, adductors, abductors, glute kickbacks. So, chest, arms, back, shoulders, legs, abs. We're working it all. But that's only making use of the cable pulleys. You can see up here that we have 3 different handles, allowing us to really work our back from a magnitude of different angles. So we've got the typical wide, we've got some neutral, we've got some lower underhand. So if I turn around, take a wide, hit the back. We can also perform it from the front, some hanging knee lifts to work those abs. Okay, let's bring the bench in. All right, so one thing that I really enjoy doing on this cable setup, and especially with the bench, is perform isolateral movements, which means I can focus on one arm independent of the other. Something a little tricky to do using weights, whether it's a barbell or dumbbells, but with the bench and the cable system, I can perform all of these different unique movements. Really challenge my body in a different manner. And again, just get a great workout in the most effective way in a minimal amount of time. Okay, let me show you a different setup. We're gonna stick with the bench in the same position. And lift it up to almost an upright. I'm gonna put the long bar back on, connecting both handles into that same movement. So now if I sit forwards, once again, I can work the chest like this and even perform some single arm based movements and immediately go into kind of an incline chest press, almost a shoulder one. Again, I can move the bench back to change the angle. Here's another great variation for the back. We're going to use our bench close to our cable. Now we have a really great support for our single arm cable row. Great exercise for the mid region of the back. Great thing about this is even if you don't consider yourself quite a sort of a seasoned fitness enthusiast, all the movements on here, whether they're simple or quite advanced, allow you to progress at your own level. So you can start off with some of the easier movements. As you start to get accustomed to the movement and feel that muscle work, you can start to increase not just the intensity, but also the weight. As you can see, we're only using 20 pounds of the available 200-pound weight stack. Now, one of my personal favorite exercises, especially on cables, is performing an abdominal crunch using the high cable pulley. So what I've done here is set up using the rope attachment. We've got the cable pulley set to its highest position. We're gonna bump up the weights to about 40 or 50 pounds. And exhaling as I do. And look, whilst I'm in this position, really easy to turn it around. Work some of the rear deltoid muscles, the back of the shoulders. Hit my biceps as well. Finish off on exercises like the straight arm pull down. Another great one for the back and the shoulders. I was getting a sweat on already. So there we have it, our dual cable pulley system or cable crossover. Typically you can perform anywhere from 30, 40, even 50 exercises and above if you really start to use your imagination. All of the different cable heights, all of the different cable attachments. We've got use of the pull-up and chin-up bars up here. You can pull the bench in, fixed bar, handles, rope, ankle strap for the legs. Like I mentioned, literally every major muscle group. So keep watching. We're gonna share a whole new realm of exercises and workout training tips for you. So stick around for more. I'm Rob Richards. See you back here real soon. Take care.